That was no doubt the worst, the worst Barca performance under Hansi Flick. Joan Garcia is, for me, the man of the match, and that should tell you everything and, everything you need to know about this game. Because if your goalkeeper is the best player in the team and in the game, it tells you that the team did not have a good game. I don't know what's going on with our defense. To be quite honest, I've never liked our defense. I don't like the way we defend sometimes. I don't think we need to be always on the line. We don't have to be always on the line. And it's very... Being on the line gives you a lot of options going forward, but it gives you a lot of problems trying to defend. Because, one, you have Balde already, up front, because he's probably another option in the final third. You have Koundé also up front, and then you're left with like Christensen and Garcia only to defend. So as soon as the Rayo gets the ball, they just hit it to their wingers. Balde's not there. Koundé's not there. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on with this defending? This is like amateur defending. It's like we don't want to defend. It's like, oh, we just want to attack. Don't worry about defense. The high line will sort itself out. Like, not every team is going to be stupid. They know all they have to be is behind the line. And as soon as you play with the ball in behind, it's 3 against 2 or 4 against 2. Because their striker is always like offside, but they don't play to the striker. They play to the winger. So when the winger gets it, by the time he cuts it back to the striker is already onside. Very problematic. Like, I didn't like the way we played. I didn't like the way we set up to play. Honestly, I don't like the way we always set up to play. It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I didn't like the game today. I think this is, by far the worst Hansi Flick performance. The attitude was terrible. They were not aggressive enough. They were not sharp enough. Everyone looked rusty, from Yamal to Garcia. When I say Garcia, I mean Eric Garcia. I don't mean Joan Garcia was our best player. He's not even part of this conversation. Let's leave him out of this. Eric Garcia, Jules Koundé, De Jong, Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres, I was going to say Rashford, but he's in there too, but he came off the bench. Rafinha, Yamal. All terrible performances. Can't keep the ball, can't make a simple pass, can't recover the ball. We keep giving the ball away and we keep losing it. And we can't get it back. Rayo were keeping the ball far longer than Barca was. I couldn't even tell which team is in the Champions League and which team won the league last season and which team finished, 8th, 9th? I know we're playing away from home, but that's not an excuse. I know the ground is terrible. The pitch looks terrible, but they're playing there too. How is the ground an excuse for not completing a pass? How is the ground an excuse for not passing to a player that's more open than you? Rafinha had an incredible chance. He decides to shoot when Ferran Torres was right there. He could have just tapped it in. And then he had another chance where he should have taken the shot because it was 1-on-1 on goal. And he decides to pass it to Ferran Torres. Completely misses Ferran Torres. And then Olmo had a chance where he should have just taken a touch and then shoot, or at least shoot it on target, puts it in the, in the stands. The only chance we had was the penalty. That's the only good chance we had. That we actually, we had a few shots on target, but it was just Yamal had a shot that he put straight, I think it was the first 5 minutes or something. Yamal had a chance and he shot it straight to the keeper. Like, he had options, like top, bottom right, bottom left, top right. Like, he straight to the keeper. What the hell is that? For a player of that caliber, I expect you to be placing those balls in the corners. shooting right at the keeper. Like, I understand you're being marked by like 2 or 3 players, and it's very difficult to get a shot off. But I expect better. This is Rayo. You know, they give us more problems than Madrid do. And to be quite honest, Madrid has been playing good. They had, 3 wins out of 3, 9 points in the bag, going to the international break. Barca has struggled through all the games. To be honest, the first game we played against who was it? Mallorca. We did not play well. Let's not kid ourselves. Yes, we won 3-0, but we did not play well. The following game against Levante, we were terrible. It was by sheer luck that we ended up winning that game. I don't know how, but we were terrible in that game. Levante had way better, more chances. Yes, they didn't have the most of possessions. It was their fault that we ended up coming back, but maybe the handball was a bit unfortunate. But look, we keep gifting these teams chance after chance after chance. They're gonna bury them. They don't have the quality to just, score their first chance. But one of these days, they'll get 3 chances and score all 3 goals. We were lucky Rayo can't finish. And some of the shots on target were a little bit questionable. They were probably offside if they went in. They scored off a corner, which is like unfortunate because I guess the offside line worked because we didn't really concede off an open play. We conceded from a corner and we scored on a penalty. So no one really scored in open play. I don't know if that has anything to do with the pitch, but yeah, it was a very terrible performance. Hansi Flick should definitely reflect on this game because we can't be performing like this when we come back from the international break. And we're going to be playing at home as well. So there is no excuse for us to perform like this when we return from the international break. Garcia being the man of the match says everything you need to know. It was absolutely an incredible match from Garcia. I reckon if he's not man of the match, then something's wrong because I don't think anyone else played better than Garcia. And I mean, Joan Garcia, the goalkeeper, he had a 10 out of 10 performance. The corner was unfortunate. Like they shoot it, he tries to save it, it's a bit too high, goes off the bar, ricochets, into the goal. Like, there's nothing you can do about that one. But he has some incredible saves. Time after time, he was just saving Barca. I'm actually angry. I'm angry at this game. The whole game, there was nothing that actually I said, oh, well done, we're actually doing something incredible here. Nothing. Everything that I saw, I was mad at. I was not happy with. I was not content with. Nothing in the game actually gave me any hope that we're gonna actually turn this around. When we had the penalty, it was against the run of play. So I'm not happy with this. And honestly, there's nothing else I can say. Rayo played good. That's one thing I'll give flowers to Rayo. They actually came to play today. They're the team that played in the in the Conference League or something like to qualify for the Conference League a couple of days ago, and they look more sharp than us who've had more over 7 days of rest. So there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse for Barca to be like, oh, the pitch, this, that. Like, you've had enough rest. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. And I'm absolutely fuming. I don't know how we're gonna fix this, but it's terrible, a terrible match from Barca. Anyways, whatever. I was gonna share the formation, but who cares? Like everyone was just cheeks. Everyone was cheeks. Sorry, Garcia was good, but from the whole back line, cheeks. Christensen, average. De Jong, cheeks. Pedri, average. Olmo, cheeks. Rafinha, cheeks. Ferran, cheeks. Yamal, cheeks. Balde, average. There's nothing special about anyone in this game except for Joan Garcia. He's the only one out of this game that was a positive. Everything else was actually negative. I hate being negative, but it is what it is. It was absolutely terrible. Oh my goodness. What a bad performance from Barca. Whatever, man. Subscribe, like, share, hit the notification buttons for more watch-alongs and upcoming reactions to games. Obviously, it's the international week or weekend, so I won't see you for another. Well, hopefully, I see you during the international break. But I'll be talking about how we can improve, where we should go from here. If it was a mistake to let Inigo Martinez go, because I think it was. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Garcia was our man of the match, and that's about it. That's all I can say. Anyways, peace out.